Step into the booth, it's time to ignite. Mental on the scene, bringing heat to the night. Specters in the shadows, we rise from the dark. Blackouts the titles, let's leave our remark. Feel the pulse like the city's heartbeat. Blackout, we're turning it loud. Light it up, let the bass draw a crowd. Roots one deep in the echoing sound. We're reborn in the chaos, we wear it proud. We wear it proud. Voices of the past, whispers from the streets. Echoes in the alley where the real ones meet. Count the scars, each story a force. We're breaking the chains with every fierce course. In this moment, we own our truth. Blackout, we're turning it loud. Light it up, let the bass draw a crowd. Roots run deep in the echoing sound. We're reborn in the chaos, we wear it proud. We wear it proud. We're turning it loud. Light it up, let the bass draw a crowd. Roots run deep in the echoing sound. We're reborn in the chaos, we wear it proud. We wear it proud. We wear it proud. We wear it proud. We wear it proud.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Hello to all my -1 viewers. Hey, that's how I do. Ain't about y'all, it's about me. Anyways. Oof. Y'all see it in the thumbnail. and I appreciate that, man. It's good knowing you're out there. Y'all saw the thumbnail, but just like any good show, gotta save the best for last. So I'm gonna build up to it. All right. We got this character, Corner Cuck, out there with his let's go attitude. And people were impressed. You had his little white ball head and like, oh, he's cool. His wife's got size E boobs and I like this guy. And then people like me see through the facade, going around catfishing as his wife on Facebook. 1-star reviews on Facebook Marketplace. Guys, I've seen the same cabinet listed at least 5 times. It seems they got a big buck counter on sale like so many freaking times. And it says sold. Verified purchase, sold. Same damn shit. What the fuck is happening there, right? What's going on, Biggie? How you doing today? And like I said, this is a open format. I'm trying to understand what is the community's issue with supporting this manic individual, this coward. Have you ever noticed every time he's confronted, he circular talks, never speaks full English, counters himself on everything he says. Nothing he says is true. I mean, this guy puts on his LinkedIn account, he's an operations manager for Best Buy. Okay. That's easily, according to Glassdoor, 75 to 80,000. On Reddit, same thing. Person wrote to me today, unless they're coming to chat, oust themselves. They said they used to work at Best Buy, and him saying that he made under 35,000 is bullshit for his job title. Complete bullshit. And the reason why I'm highlighting his past is because it explains his present. When he came on the show, he acted sincere, and as soon as he got off, he was streaming with other folks talking shit like a little punk. Then he explains, "Oh, I was young. I was only 28." If you're young and you're 28, why are you trying to marry a girl that's 9 years less than you? What does that make her? Once again, if you consider yourself an adolescent at 28 years old, you can't contain yourself because you like cussing out minority kids, calling them NIGGAs and gays and all this other crap. Why are you trying to marry someone 9 years you're lesser? That's a little weird. But hey, that's only right. Let me pull up some of this shit here. So this fool, he goes on saying, he talking about drama channels, and then he goes and gets on the largest drama channel I ever seen in my life. What a weirdo. Let's see here. It'll be this one. Biggie says, "I've been watching all this stuff on the TheCornerCade and feel he hasn't learned a damn thing. Puts out a video today." Yeah, I'm gonna talk on that too. I'm curious of why, if this is true, John D associates himself with, people that say that they want to rape my wife, people who lie on me and said that I got him fired. I don't understand why he associates himself with those people and allows them to use his moniker. Maybe until then, I need to start calling him out. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see.
On me, and don't ask people for money until all that stuff is gone, and then you need to ask people for money.
Yeah, so I have these arcades up for sale. So,
you don't.
Okay, so I guess I don't have them up.
You don't. They're not on Marketplace.
So it came to my attention that some people were harassing my wife, my personal wife, right? Promoting your videos. So when someone subscribes to you from India, is not an actual channel. Because Papa Brad, if you have 26,000 subscribers, you would easily have 300 people watching your lives. You barely scraped 27. Let's go, dude. I love you guys, dude. I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped. This is TheCornerCade.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, he's a sicko.
He's like, the GoFundMe was on my personal page.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is an interesting topic, something we don't usually cover on, well, the Nick DiOrio YouTube channel. Obviously, we do a lot of drama here. We don't really delve into the video game community, but I think skipping this one would be a mistake. Allegations have been levied against a smaller streamer for e-begging, scamming, and a few other choice things that I think I'll let you kind of discover as we move forward here. Essentially, people were upset that a GoFundMe was created that was affiliated with TheCornerCade after he recently filmed an unboxing.
My bad. How you doing, brother?
What's going on?
Not much, man. I'm having a chill stream today. I'm a deep dive into this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with this cat. He's disgusting to me. He's gross. He's sick. I mean, everything's fucked up about him. My opinion, and I'm saying my opinion, I believe he's pretty much abusive. I'll double down on that with my own evidence. But he and you know, I'm trying to figure out when it comes to these larger streamers, and I think I have a pretty decent relationship with them, but that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to speak, right?
Yeah.
Because if they came on, I'll let them speak because I consider myself having a good association with them. But what I don't understand is when these larger issues come up, when they can't really say enough's enough. Like
they never say anything. It's always been like that.
Right. But here's the deal. They can say things on other issues that are just as much drama. Example, the Nicole thing, you know, where this lady named Nicole who laughed at me, LOLing, when I dropped that, when Danny was being groomed for RK1-Up, laughed at me in the email chain, right? Where was all their support for this blatant show of racism in the company? Right? They laughed at me when I presented to them this shit.
Or they don't say anything at all.
Right.
They're selective on
well, I didn't. I might have misspoke. I meant to say she laughed at me, right? Not them. She did. I think I heard myself saying the wrong thing here. Freudian slip. But yet this guy James Hates whatever for 0.00002 seconds, a lady named Nicole pops up faster than you can blink, and then you got some of them calling that out.
Yeah, that was a strange one. But the LOL thing, that's kind of when I started to figure out maybe like with the James Hates everything. Could it be the same person? Because I know we were thinking about maybe that's a troll account, but then I thought back about the LOL thing, which seemed like equally immature. So I was kind of like wondering, or maybe was that even her either as well? You know, like who knows?
I don't think it was. But my point to it is, why was that the red line with these streamers white knighting for this guy, going, oh my God, she called him a loser. And then you have Danny calling children the N-word, and then the company laughing at me about it. What the fuck is with their morality?
But you know what I think? I think it's because when you sent that,
am I crazy?
When you sent that email, right? I think A1-Up was still, they weren't fully dead. They were still doing some things. So people were kind of tiptoeing around what they were, you know, still trying to stay on their good side in terms of content and stuff. But I think recently, now that they're pretty much almost over with, people are looking for something. Well, now it's safe to dogpile on them because they're on their way out the door, you know?
Right. But and for me, it doesn't mean shit. It kind of makes them look lesser. You know, like that's how I feel. It's like, where were you then? You got fuckboys like Rexer out there going, you know, on the other stream. I called Danny out first. The fuck you did, dude.
It's that whole thing. Remember when everybody was dogpiling on Jade? Nobody had anything. Nobody had anything to say, and then selective things. Most of the things that happened, nobody ever said anything. Right. And then again, now you get this Nicole thing popping up, and everybody has something to say. You know, right? Nobody had anything to say with Brad. Nobody had anything to say. It just silence. And now, is this acceptable for a manager to say in somebody's chat?
Right.
It's just weird.
It was very weird. It was very selective. It to me, it was false outrage, selective outrage. It looked stupid. It looked corny because there was nothing to verify that was even her. Even me, like, who would have more reason to see her go down than me in this space?
So
right?
I tried to do digging too, and I couldn't find anything. I found a really weird Facebook account that
Right.
it was bizarre because it had the A1 Up logo, right? It had like
Right.
no friends on it at all. It was
Right.
just like a blank page
Nobody
with the
does
A1 Up
that.
logo and her name.
Nobody does that.
I mean,
Yeah,
it didn't have any of her pictures on it.
yeah, it's false.
It was weird.
Yeah. So even I'm saying it was bullshit, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna highlight this cat here.
Boxing and
play it
setup
low.
of a $2,000 digital pinball machine with the appropriate accessories. This drove people mad, and I took a deep dive into it to see what's real and what's fake. And during my investigation, I came across a confrontation that was one of the most brutal things I've ever witnessed in my entire time of covering YouTube drama. Again, if you're not into home arcade stuff, I do recommend you stay around because you really kind of need to see this one to believe it. Also, while I was streaming this segment at the time, TheCornerCade actually showed up in my chat and wanted to talk, and this culminated in a three-way confrontation.
Look at this shit. AI is nuts. Send the link.
Oh, you know, that's another thing that people don't realize is like
Troll punk.
he trolls in comments all the time.
Oh yeah.
And it's been like that since day one. Like he'll jump in random people's comments and say like wild stuff all the time, like for years.
Oh yeah.
That it almost seemed like it wasn't like it almost felt like it wasn't even him saying the type of stuff that he would say in comments. It's like, is somebody using his account? Because it would be weird. It would be the trolly stuff. But now that we know how he is, now it makes sense that we know it's him. But he would always leave trolly comments in people's comment section all the time.
Oh, I mean, and he would say bullshit stuff on podcasts when he thinks nobody's looking or seeing it.
Yeah, it was like he forgot who he was when he's like he would do that in Moat's channel all the time when he would come in back alley and he would say like super sus, like get comfortable, like he was using like almost as if he was using an old account and he could say whatever he wants.
Right.
But he was using it with his main channel thing.
Right. Exactly. And see, I want to counter that. He almost forgot who he was. See, this is kind of where I'm going with this whole show. Nah, we're being shown who he is and who he always was.
Right.
See, people had, once again, the sheets over their heads, their eyes. They saw what they wanted to see. Oh, this guy is a family man. The same guy who's saying, hey, at the end of the day, guys, I'm just a stepdad, right? You know, just putting his business out there. Like, why should I know she got knocked up at 16? He's got an autistic kid, that he's got his wife, child only has 50-50 custody. I mean, he keeps making excuses to the point he keeps throwing out their business. That's disgusting. I should not be able to repeat none of this. Because one, it's none of my business, right? But it is my business now because you said it on the goddamn internet.
Yeah, but he's been doing that for years. Because I remember one time, this was like over almost 2 years ago when or maybe it was last year. We were on Moat's channel and he put up the link for his merch. And he's like, go ahead and buy one of my shirts, whatever. And he goes, oh, somebody buy me a shirt. He's like, dog, just spend $20 and buy yourself a shirt. And he goes, well, I don't have $20. You know, I live paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, you know, you don't have to tell anybody you don't have $20.
Right.
You know? And this was way before this whole thing happened with the, you know, GoFundMe. It's like, this is not a new problem. This has been creeping up for years.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Giovanni, what's up? You just started. It's going to get spicy. Yeah. I'm looking at her marketplace thingy. Like, I'm looking at Big Bump Hunter. Swear to God, it's been listed 5 times. You know, and it's marked as sold. That's the thing. It's not like it's unlisted and relisted. It's marked sold. Who are you ripping off? And it says door pickup on the solds. You know, like what? Oh yeah, and another thing. Oh yeah. While I bring this up, I wanted to get you guys to see something. So I wanted to ask the chat if you were an office manager, right? And now we know what happens, so I'm not going to necessarily blame him for doing what we probably all would do. But I just want to ask the serious question, though, on the ethical level, right? If we are a manager, say, for a store, and we got the new PlayStation 6s, right? And there's only 2 of them that came in. Okay. Would it be ethical to take one or both for yourself before the consumer gets a chance to get it? I say no, it would not be ethical.
No, it's not. It's not ethical. See, that
Right.
happened when the PS5 came out. This happened to me where somebody told me they would put signs. This was around COVID, so they would put signs on the window at GameStop saying, "Hey, we only have 10 units, right?" Or they only had 5 PS5s for the whole store. So then people would line up at GameStop for like almost 2 days in advance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they see the sign. They're there sleeping there overnight. They're the first ones in line, the very first person in line, and they say, "Oh, there's 5 units. I'm good. I'm the first in line." The store opens up. They go in there and they go, "Oh, we don't have any PS5s." And it's like, "Well, the sign on the window says you have 5 units. I'm the first one on the line." They're like, "Oh, well, we put those aside for the employee, so we don't have any more units." It's like, dude, come on.
Well, so look at this post here. So by his resume, he's an operations manager. That means he supervises the supervisors. But he's saying he makes less than the cashier, right? Look at the carpet. Look at the back wall.
Well, you could see it's on a shelf. It's on a retail shelf.
Right.
You could see the holes on the grate on the bottom.
Is there a wall in the back?
Yeah, there's you get the white wall back there.
Right. And then is Best Buy normally carpeted?
Now that I think of it, I'm not really sure.
I'm pretty sure this is probably a manager's space.
It's a retail space, you can tell.
Right, because he's breaking the street date. So close yet so far. Best Buy can't sell. That means this is not on the actual floor until the 26th, but Blitz will be coming to the CornerCade. We have 2 in stock.
But see, you're not supposed to be doing giving out info like that.
That's completely against the rules.
See, I worked retail like years ago in Toys R Us, and there was stuff that I wanted all the time in the back warehouse, and they're clearly labeled, do not sell by blah blah blah. You're not supposed to take pictures on it or go behind and tell somebody, "Hey, this isn't on sale yet, but we have 20 units." Like that's like insider information.
Right. Let's see. And then I find it interesting when Joel confronted him and he mentions there's people working, saying that you're still working. He's like, "Oh yeah," shook his head, "Yes, confirmed." What?
Yeah. At that point, if you weren't there, you'd be like, "No, dude, I'm not. I don't know what you heard, but I don't know what they told you, but I'm definitely not there anymore."
He just went with the flow.
Yeah, he's
completely
like,
went with the flow.
Yeah.
Like either scared to be confronted and was just like, yeah, or he completely told his truth, and this is his history of being a snake. Look at this shit. What's that say? 9 weeks ago, right? So now I just want you guys to take a look at the cells here. See, that's 9 weeks ago. Let's see, is this the same one?
It looks like a different one. How many times have they sold that same cab?
I don't know if this thing keeps showing up the same time or what, but it pops up every time I scroll, like more than once. You know what I mean?
There are 3 times with 3 different pictures of the same cab.
Correct. And then check this out, right? That's the sold section, right? And then when you filter it, let's see here, see details, all this. Good Lord.
Total waste of space on.
Total waste of space. Facebook seller. See, check this out.
When
look,
somebody leaves a review,
look
they're
at
mad.
this.
They're mad.
Look. Back and stop. Magic, guys.
So were the other ones
Come on,
door
man.
pickup? Does it show that?
The other one, it said sold, and oh yeah.
Were the other ones also door pickup, or were they shipped?
That's a good question. Let me go back. I'm new to this shit on what do you call it?
Well, that's definitely theirs because they got. Did they put the Simpsons up with the 2-player deck? It looks like.
Yeah, I saw Simpsons.
Yeah, he just bought that deck, and they're already putting it up. I mean, I guess they have to now, but
Well, I saw the Simpsons sold multiple times too. But this one's another door pickup, right? And then let's see here. Go filters.
I'm kind of curious now how much they paid for that 2-player deck.
Man, no telling. How do you filter? Oh yeah, sold. Oh yeah, can I do price? Sort by no. See, this is still in their house. All of it. Can you see what I'm showing here? Yeah.
Yeah, they still have the. Do they have? No, wait. I know
Yeah,
they had two. I know they had two in the beginning. Did they sell one of them or no? Or did they
No.
just say they
The
sold it?
The last video I saw, there's 2 in the corner.
Yeah, and he posted a video today too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Dude. What the fuck? I mean, either this is some weird duplicate shit. Let's see here.
Listed 9 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's tough to tell.
Sold. It's next. Well, look at that. It's next to the That's the same one because it's next to the.
Right.
to
But
the,
see, from what
Time
I was
Crisis.
told, right, what I was told by people who do Facebook market, if it's shown multiple like this, that means that this is how many times they were putting it up. It's not like my browser messing up or nothing.
No, the pictures aren't even the same. They're totally different pictures.
Right.
Those two right there are the same.
Right.
But then there's a newer one. So what it looks like they're doing is they're selling it, canceling the sale, and putting it back up for sale, and then canceling it again and putting it back up for sale.
Hey, look, this one's a whole different listing. This is crazy.
That's shady.
Very.
Yeah, the big buck hunters sold 2 different times and back up for sale again.
Right. So, this is insane. Claims he's gonna ship it. Like all this stuff is still in their fucking apartment, man.
It's never good.
Look, the riser has been sold multiples. How you gonna sell that and then sell this, bruh? You see this? Look,
that's a stock photo. Why would you sell
I thought it was the same X-Men. My bad.
But why would you sell something on your marketplace with a stock photo?
Right.
Unless you don't have it and you're just putting it up for sale.
This is crazy.
It's just sus that they're selling everything in the house, basically what it looks like.
Right, and then everything in the house is still there.
You're selling a clock for $15, pots of plants, shirts. The shirts, I guess, make sense when your kids outgrow the shirts. I guess
you know. She claims she has a job at Dollar General now. Interesting.
That's just weird though. Like selling, I don't know, like
Dollar General clothes,
selling swimwear and selling your.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
And if they're able to sell this shit, that's crazy. I need to start doing it.
Are they selling? No, hold on a second. What's that? How many times did they sell that Pikachu thing?
At least 15 to 20 times. I saw the same goddamn Pikachus. Like these are duplicates, man.
That's sus. You know what? I wonder now if he's taking stuff from Best Buy, bringing it home, and selling it.
Correct. That was my original accusation. I mean, look at this shit. Sold for 300 and then it sold for 400. Oh no,
one of those X-Men. Yeah,
my
one of them is
bad,
Turtles.
I'm being ignorant. Yeah, that's my fault.
It's just the purple lights are throwing you off.
Yeah, I'm tired. Oh man, let's see. Same shit though. They're not. It's not out of his.
Wait, but they still have that.
Yeah, it's still there, guys. Almost a year ago. This is a joke. Excellent condition. Smoke.
Okay, so he posted the video 9 days ago, and you could see the big buck next to the Time Crisis.
Bruh, you know they're fucking around now. Ships for free.
Now the Dig Dug is not there. I don't know what happened to that one.
I thought, but see, that's the one when he came on my show, said that was his wife's favorite.
Yeah, I mean they could have moved it. I mean, I'm just looking at the recent videos he did this week. That big buck that they sold 3 different times is still there.
So she's going to ship this for free with the United States Postal First Class for $6.
Yeah, first class shipping is expensive.
Isn't that going to be more than the product?
Yes.
Come on, man. Guys, what are we looking at here? $6 product, and she's going to ship it for free first class to you at a loss.
At a big loss, too.
Come on, man. Come on. Hey, guys. Retardo. It is an old photo. They must have paid for the upgrades on it using the sale, right? Who wastes his time selling clothes for $6 is right. And then he's going to ship it. They're going to ship it first class to you for free.
I mean, you can't buy a cup of coffee with $6.
I mean, you can't even ship a blank envelope for it. Like, that doesn't make sense. For free, first class. How does she have almost a 5-star rating? Probably she might be selling shit, and then but that doesn't mean that it's not like those reviews said selective scamming.
Okay, so here's what I see. Right, they moved the Dig Dug to another corner, and there's only one Fast and Furious, so they might have sold the other one.
Interesting.
Yeah, but the big buck is still there.
But how many times have they sold this big buck?
I don't know, 3 now. 3 different times it looks like.
Exactly. Fucking, this is insane. Let me go ahead and click on the other. See. Oh yeah. Reality Bites did a pretty funny vid highlighting this cat. Let me see here. I know.
I thought Reality Bites was you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No. Oh no, I need to revive Piss Water Games. That's what I need to do. But no, not me.
The first one, they're all kind of similar ages. So are you planning on, I guess, if you have to stay home now, what's going to change from then to now?
Just to clarify, our 10-year-old, and just not give any names away.
Yeah.
He's my stepchild. So he spends time 50-50. So we only see him like every other week. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is my
so of course, man. Like that's just it's common sense. I mean, the reason why my wife, is working now is because, like I said, she can make a lot more than I can just based off her resume. And now we have the opportunity to and I take full responsibility for that 100%. For anybody too that's like mixing this all up, and people are insane. They think I'm making 70 to 100,000 at best.
Jesus.
I was making 35 after taxes.
That's a lie.
Now, $35,000 after taxes with 6 kids. 6 kids that they're legally obligated to, even though they might be being deadbeats about it. That's under the poverty level.
Yeah, that's like
And,
what, $10 an hour.
Right. And then this guy claims to have like a degree in like marketing or something like that, right? So he has a degree, he has manager backgrounds, he's worked at operations manager for 2 years, he's the supervisor's supervisor, and I'm to believe he on a salary pay he's making under 35 after taxes. Come on, man. What a liar. This guy is just
So if that was true, he'd be making $18 an hour.
Right.
And that would put him at $840 with the holidays and vacation for full time, because when you're full time you get holiday pay.
Which he claims he didn't get.
So I don't know I don't know what manager position pays $18 an hour.
Dude, you can go to McDonald's.
No, I think McDonald's pays more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it may sound like I was joking, but these companies pay out their people, man. Like, you know, it's weird when like these workers will be like, you know, oh, you're gonna work at McDonald's your whole life. And I'm like, if I go salary and career at McDonald's, that's not a bad thing. You know, like they have benefits. Now, I don't want to be a cashier the whole fucking time, but if you end up being like the big wig managers where they send you off to go train in New York and shit, yeah, I'm gonna make my 6 figures. What's going on, Gio?
Know where that notion's coming from, and that's barely enough to raise a family of 4, let alone a family of 5. So this means like I want this thing out of here, because he ended up ordering a 4KP that had it pre-installed. Well, he had no use for it.
But do you feel kind of bad here? Because I mean, you're telling me I think your GoFundMe made like $450 or something after people. I guess some people left it or whatever. Because I saw it was at like 530, now it's like 4 something. You got like $250 off the SSF kit. You made about $500 in 30 seconds during that stream, and then you're saying you didn't even need $2,000. So do you feel kind of bad that
nobody talked about that? Nobody talked about that. You know, you gave him $101 2 times, and he returned it 2 times.
Right. Nobody covered that. I put my money where my mouth was. You know, like because you got these buttards like Thor, Casey out there stating, you know, you don't want to donate to him. I'm like, well, guess what? The highest donator.
It's crazy.
But I mean, I raised this ethical question to multiple people, and they pretty much said they'll keep the money. And the ethical question was, I exaggerated some, but it was just to kind of make an analogy of a point. If you had your mother and she had cancer and you're asking for $3,000, but somebody donated $2,000 towards the $3,000 towards her surgery, right? And I'm taking that. And they made an avatar going, "Bald people make me laugh." Are you going to give back the money or are you going to keep the money?
I'm taking that.
Right.
I need it. It's not that I want it.
Right. It's money, right? Who gives a fuck? So
dude, that was the dumbest thing anybody could ever do. Like, you gave him $200 and he returned
clearly he did not eat that for his kids for his food. I mean, dude, that's according to what I've read, that's $28 short of his child support. You know, bum.
I would never return free money like that.
Yeah, that's insane. And I donated twice because I wrote back. I was like, you know what? Despite me being blunt about the situation, I really want your kids to have a good Christmas.
Right.
And I meant that sincerely. Not for his ass. He can go to hell. If they want to live in ditches, they can go live in ditches. But the children, no, man. Like, please feed them.
But who's to say he won't feed them anyway?
I don't know. He's just a stepdaddy, and they're only in there half the time, right? Like, according to him, fucking jerk.
Everybody has kind of crowded here and then exceeded what was necessary. when it really is kind of your fuck up that got you here?
Yes, 100%. Like I made him. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry that
I detected determined that was a lie.
And I'm sorry.
A lie detected determined that was a lie.
you know at the end of the day, like
The
I
lip
didn't
sync.
realize. Okay, so full transparency, I was shooting the SSF video, and my wife was putting up GoFundMe. Now, yes, she then came to me and said, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do," and I said, "Oh, okay, that's okay. I didn't realize you were gonna do this. This is probably bad optics, honey, because we just unboxed a $1,000. Nick, I love you, kid. This is why.
So
That's a lie too, because they posted
now,
like way more than that video after that.
well, here let's take him for his word, right? It's bad optics because she posted it. How's it bad optics? It was private, according to them. Even though we know it's bullshit, GoFundMe's are public, right? I mean, I can just search her name and it's gonna pop up, right? But my whole point is, didn't they say it was private and couldn't be seen by nobody? So how's it bad optics if it's private?
You would still take the put the video
this is
unlisted.
circular talk shit that you could destroy him on every fucking point of view. My bad, I talked over you. Go ahead.
No, just you. If it was bad optics, and you would at least unlist the video. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like trying to use logic is not going to work because everything he says is just made up. So trying to pick it apart.
Right. Let me go back in this chat and acknowledge some of these people here. JLS, what's up? Kevin, thank you for coming through. Good old Artemis. Hey. Who wastes their time selling clothes for $6. Danny made friends with a few YouTubers that helped him get set up with his show. I hope behind the scenes they are giving him advice. Kevin, I love you sometimes, but at this point, I hope they're saying go fuck yourself. Something is fishy here. Damn right there is. How does she have almost a 5-star rating? That's insane. These are scam artists sending these sales postings out to lure vulnerable people. Yes, I agree. Can you link me to your stream? Yeah, I posted it multiple times. Let me post it again. There you go. There you go, Richaldo.
How?
Good guy. Yeah, he's always been supportive. His net taxes for his state with the amount of dependents he has should be around 55 to 60. Right. Exactly. Because, I mean, each kid, man, drops like $3,000 or some bullshit. You know, like he's going to get paid out after taxes. It's hard to know at this point. His Best Buy job could have been a complete lie. Exactly. Kevin says he agrees. So he is likely lying. I wonder if his checks are garnished to pay child support, but I don't know the percent there because I never paid child support. If a court orders child support, typically it's completely garnished 100% towards the other person. So they'll take it right out. And I personally, and this is my opinion, and I'm allowed to have opinion, believe that it seems to be convenient that he stops working so he don't have to pay out because she's not legally obligated to pay his child support. She can't pay his child support. No court will ever sign off on that. And then on top of that, she's been in a custody suit for about 5 years. It kind of looks bad if she hasn't been working for 5+ years, struggling while the father, who he says now has 50-50, like the kid's not even in that apartment 50% of the time, is going through this. So to me, she has no choice but to get a job right now. So she can establish that she's as secure as the father.
Yeah, everything he says you have to take with a grain of salt because there's likely that none of it is true.
Right. Oh, my YouTube. Whose page are you on? You're on someone else's? Just type in Messiah 1S. You'll find the old one. Let me see. Type it in like this.
Oh, yeah, the 100%. He always fucking says that.
Just type it in like that and you should find it. He must be streaming on the other stream.
Probably.
I got like three people streaming. Let me press play.
Not done with you because I wanted to give a quick chat. Because other drama channels are just way too aggressive. They go over the top and they will find your address and they will want you dead. Like these people aren't.
So this cat, have you noticed that's been the trend with these criminals? They project their own shit.
Oh
Every
yeah.
time they get caught, from Zohar to this guy, you know, they want me dead. They want me dead. I'm gonna. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me.
Oh my God.
You know, the retired law enforcement
like-
individual who has everything to live for is gonna kill me, even though I'm the guy who's a piece of shit scumbag who needs to be off this earth. Yeah,
It's like when
it doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's like when Brooklyn Menace was gonna kill KFP.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And then, well, KFP was tagging the FBI and everybody on me. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. I mean, these people are weirdos. In Illinois, if you don't pay child support, regardless of being employed, they would lock you up. He said they want him dead. I never heard anyone say that. Why can't he just be genuine when he talks?
Yeah.
Because he's a liar.
Yeah.
And he would never come on and confront that.
Nobody said that. Nobody implied that. There was no coded language.
Yeah, nothing. Just not even remotely close. That he's just lying to, trying to appease to that drama channel, which he admits he is. But when he uses drama, he's using encoded.
Right.
You know, that guy. You know, we all know who he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you let's say you wanted him dead, like why would you give him $200 if you wanted?
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
Here's enough for your tombstone, bitch. Like what? That makes no sense.
Just going to one extreme, from one extreme to another.
Who act? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
And everybody, he doxes to himself all the time. Everybody knows, like, you know, what would happen if Phil PD7 would just go into Best Buy and he's just there in the background video? Because we've seen that already. Like,
I was on PD7's thingy and I lured him. I remember I was like, I said some bullshit like, I wonder whose fucking stupid Best Buy is this, or some bullshit like that to that effect. And then he comes in going, "Oh, that's my Best Buy." Well, then I know where you work now, you dummy.
Oh my God.
Like, that don't make sense. Like, why would you advertise that the Best Buy that he goes to is your Best Buy? Or where you live?
I mean, people already know, because that's why
I don't like you and you don't like me. So why would you tell me?
I mean, everybody already knows, because that's why Joe was saying that people called and confirmed that he's still there. Because they already know, they already have that info.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking moron.
Oh God.
Jesus.
We're taking a casualistic approach to this. Like,
this is something I'm going to highlight later today. I just want y'all to read in the background.
Harassment restraining order.
Mm-hmm. Now, typically you get these for what? Like, that's the class action. If you were a law enforcement officer, what would that entail?
I'm almost 100% sure that the harassment is from calling her names through text.
Right, which would be considered what?
You're a stupid this, you dumb that, and that's 100% what it was.
Right, and then if you're in a relationship, what do they call that?
That's domestic.
Correct.
Harassment, abuse,
violence. Correct.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of funny, but it's depressing and sad. And at the end of the day, that's why I hopped on and just, hey, if anybody in the chat, you know, wanted to clarify some things or whatever, I'm just a normal person like anybody else, right? Maybe I'm an irresponsible adult, right? And that's something that I have to learn. We're all learning over time, right? So if you stop learning every day, then you're not living. So I don't.
A, this doesn't happen again, and B, just kind of the security of your family. You know, you obviously probably want your kids to go to college. What's going to
Uh,
change to make that happen?
Yeah, that's not gonna
You
happen.
teach them to you got to hit it hard with grades in middle school and high school, so then you can prepare
Yeah,
yourself
but
for college or
finances
trade.
can help. You know, like some financial
Yes,
assistance
yes.
can help, right? Like
Yeah.
college
So, and like I
fund.
said, my wife was able to get a better job than I could ever dream, right? And she's gonna go on to do great things because she's a much more dedicated and hard worker than
Yeah,
I
but I
will
guess
ever
what
be,
are
right?
you specifically doing? I guess.
It's not a good
So
thing to say about yourself as a dad that your wife is carrying the weight, that she's better than you, like more responsible than you. That's not a good good thing to
well,
say.
exactly. And from their recent deleted LinkedIn account, or whatever the fuck you pronounce it,
Yeah.
she listed herself as a Best Buy manager, and she reposted the whole James hates everything Nicole thing and involved herself in that drama. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And
Was
I'm
that her
like,
though, or was that him on her page that they shared together?
exactly. But it was her link. But I saw other stuff from her, so it had a history. So I think it was hers, but I don't think it was her who posted. Because despite me not liking her right now, I don't think she would involve herself into that drama. But then again, look what's happening, right?
I don't personally think she cares about any of the YouTube stuff.
Correct. So he probably went on there and did it on under hers, but I found it. I have the screenshot, and then he deletes his too, because he was still listing himself as working at Best Buy, present. He's never updated it, which is completely unprofessional.
She's not involved in any of this stuff because most of the time, if you watch their streams, most of the time she doesn't even want to be on camera. Like she gets home, she's tired, and he like pulls her into the stream.
Mm.
So that's probably him just using her account.
That's going to be said eventually too, Kevin.
Learning from mistakes.
No.
And correcting them.
No.
So,
But you know what? I don't think you need to
there's
have
like
children have
episodes
common
2 on,
sense.
2 off. There's like a whole.
No, you don't need. I agree, but it's a nasty look for him, because this guy, when he came on my stream, he said he was a child at 28.
I mean,
now, mind you, he was trying to
wow.
knock up. He was knocking up girls 9 years lesser than him, and he's the child. And now this man child is getting advice from somebody who's 3 years younger than he was when he was going around calling people the N-word
Every single day
single day
for months.
And then he's getting marriage advice from this single fatherless guy. Now, that doesn't mean that his opinion is less, but it's a weird look, right?
It's a weird look that somebody who doesn't have a family has to tell you how to do what you should instinctively already know how to do.
Correct. It seems shameful to me.
Placement schedule in place for our 2 littles. As soon as they start to go to school, that's when we'll be in the full of things. But
and I just caught that. Our 2 littles. What about the other kid, you jackass? The third child, right?
That is weird.
And then they don't see. He doesn't talk about his oldest.
It's very sus. I'm assuming the 2 littles was the ones that came during COVID, right?
Right. The one where at the end of my stream, you'll see what he says about her. And then the one that, Jesus Christ. Well, then he said his wife got knocked up at 16. So what, they got like 7 kids? Jesus Christ. Because she has an adult kid by now.
So he has his, she has hers, and then they have theirs together, right? So it's a whole Brady bunch.
I think it's she has hers too. Now that it makes look, she was supposed to be knocked up when she was 16. So unless she's 26, you know what I mean? So she has an adult child. And then she's got the 10-year-old with her ex as well. And then he's got 2 with her, and then he has the one where I'm gonna dive in about later today. And they're all acting like children.
Currently looking for like a stay-at-home job, like customer support kind of thing like that, so I can still
Yeah,
take care
that
of
would be
them.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's again behind the scenes stuff. That's stuff that like I'm doing, and I don't need to always like jump on a stream and say, guys, look what I'm doing. You can choose to believe what you want to believe at the end of the day.
Does that anyway?
The world will still rotate. So I
Does
guess
that anyway?
at the end of the day, I've learned a lot.
No.
It just kind of sucks that you gotta learn.
Usually nobody ever wants to call in here.
Hey,
that's
I'm
not
different, right?
I don't really have a setup for that.
Hey, and I appreciate you allowing the platform to be able to just talk about it like people. I mean, Nick, you like I said, you've tuned into my show.
Mhm.
You know what I'm about. I am not some deceiving con artist. That's just ridiculous. You know what I'm about. I am not some deceiving con artist. That's just ridiculous.
Shit, then own it, and then we.
Hey,
move
all the good
forward.
people I know got 2, Carl. At least 2 Article 15s, or you ain't been in.
Yeah, Carl. So yeah, Rev, that was him. He said they both share an account, so y'all know now, which me and Mensa already said. They share an account.
Now, I want y'all to focus on this. I know it's hard because it's a very punchable face. I want y'all to focus on this though, that the rage and the violence in his face. You could tell if this was a girl, he wants to shove her in the closet or some shit like this, but he can't because I'm a man. Just look at his body language of the violence.
My point is, you shouldn't have told.
So we're not inaccurate though.
We
Switching
share an
eyes.
account.
These
Yeah.
absurd things like race into the equation.
A lot of people swear they never saw this.
See, that deserves a replay.
These absurd things like race into the equation.
You mother. See, this is the problem I have with Kevin. You motherfuckers clearly don't give a fuck to pay attention. I'm sorry, brother. I'm not cursing at you personally. I'm frustrated in a general sense. I made it pretty goddamn clear the first time.
Multiple times. You've been talking about this for a long time, like almost a year already.
Yeah, over a fucking year. And you're gonna sit here and tell me, Kevin, that you never listened to a fucking thing I had to say.
Matter of fact, that video that you just showed, that clip, was you confronting him on all of this.
Right. This is over a year ago. See, and then when Rexer's punk butt, because he got called out with Jason Little Alien, which I told you about, Kevin. I told you about this multiple times, Kevin. That, and I showed you the video. Like, so I don't understand how you didn't know. Yeah. Yes, you were. But it's like that. There's a little clip from This Is Us when the black brother, was confronting his white sister, and she's just like, I don't know what to say in these moments, and he's just like, typically I would come over there and hug you and say everything's okay, but that doesn't make the situation any better.
You see, but now that you know this, right? Where do you go from here? Like, do you continue on to pretend like that you didn't know? Now that you know this, are you going to go on and pretend like that you don't know going forward? Or are you going to sweep it under the rug?
Right.
And go in every stream and carry on like as per usual?
Right. I mean, I think Biggie's the only one who's came out and said actively he stopped messing with him from that day because of this.
Yeah, and that's what I like about Biggie, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard to you see somebody do something there's some things that you can get over, right? Let's say, for instance, the UAG thing. That's pretty like messed up, but that's not something egregious, you know. When you see somebody doing something egregious, it shouldn't be hard to say, I don't like what he did. I'm not messing with that guy. I don't want to be on his streams. But people just, I don't know. They just pretend like it, like wipe it from the memory, like Men in Black, and just carry on per usual.
Right.
There's some things that you can just be like, whatever, that's messed up. It's not the end of the world, but like, dude, I mean, you see here, he was saying this every single day, multiple times for years. I mean, that's bold.
And the thing is, like I was saying before, right? And when I would click on these people's names, because see that damn like that's his other account that he was saying it on too. So this is just the one account, guys. I didn't even show the other account saying it as well.
Dude, there's people that have like accidentally.
Yes, 2 accounts.
There's people that are sitting in their car listening to a rap song, right? And they accidentally let it slip one time, and their whole careers were over.
Right. And see, I'm from the South too. Like, so there's a big difference if you're like, no one's stupid here, right? If you know, oh geez, this guy's from 8 Mile Block, or he's up in New York, and he's in this little corner splice where he's literally on the corner of the block, and he's got his little itty bitty circle. But nobody ever in their lives leaves their protection circle and goes on the internet to do this shit, and then use it in a derogatory manner where it is now racial. And then when you click on these people's tags, they were children at the time.
Yeah, that's just like, that's bold. That's just something you don't say.
No.
Artemis says, after seeing his video today, it makes you wonder if Media One Up is trying to recruit him, seeing as how they allow other people on YouTube use their copyrighted logo as an avatar.
You want to know what? I got something to say about that.
You go ahead.
I have some theories.
Talk on it.
I have a theory, and this is not confirmed.
Right.
But I have a theory that, and it's just my thought, my opinion. I feel like John D pulled him to the side and said, when I launch Media One Up, I want you to be my YouTube guy, my content creator. And I feel like he'll send him some units to review and cover, and he'll give him inside scoop on what's coming out. That's what I think. I can't confirm that.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Here's the deal. If that's not true, then he can come out and say it's not true. Until then, let the theories go. Because no time, and this is what I was trying to tell the other tubers, right? At no time should it be a question of where you stand. Example, you know what? I always I like the circular talk because I don't want to drag people into it, but then, that doesn't make me, right? I'm just going to have to say what because it's in my head, it's in my mind. I saw somebody comment on 19K's video, and he did a great job of, showing where he stands now, right? Person wrote, well, where were you during the N-word thingy, right? When everyone was like, thought this was acceptable or something like that. And he wrote back, well, when did we ever say that it was okay? Here's the problem, 19K. When did you ever present it wasn't okay for him to say it? See, here's the deal. When you're silent about it, right, it kind of shows complicity in a sense that you might be okay with it, because if you it's usually all or none. But then when things were going down with Jade and Console, it was like a video kind of hitting at him, going, oh, YouTube beef and blah blah blah, like dismissing it for harassment and whatnot. So I find it interesting where we could take social stances. Like I saw him post about the James Hates and Nicole thing, calling out RK1 up. Well, what the hell? You know, why now are you calling this out when where were you, brother, my fellow veteran, when I was literally laughed at about this issue? Am I that far beneath?
Again, I mean, you saw
I'm not understanding.
You saw how quick you saw what happened to UAG with the whole stupid the cab thing, right? The whole giveaway.
Oh, they murdered him.
He never came back from that, and people were, people were easy to walk away completely. But it's like other channels,
right?
For some reason, they just can't do the same thing for behavior that's a million times worse.
Well, I was talking to a tuber about this, and normally no one's really cancelable, but what makes people cancelable is when others in their circle hold them accountable, and that's the problem with people like you and I. Talks in a sense that it's not necessarily a bad thing, but you and I will hold each other accountable. We do something fucked up, we're gonna be like, hey, it was nice knowing you. I really can't associate with you. I hope you have a good life, right? And we'll walk away. These cats have no shame. They'll sit there and lift each other up through the craziest shit. The pedophile shit from before, when I was ousted the pedophile in the community, to this shit. You got people like Rexer crying about doxing, and he messaged Sea Lion Gaming that oh, I have your address. I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna dox you. If like what?
Yeah, I would be careful with that, because he likes to sue, and a lot of times where people find your information from a lawsuit, the same way that they found Smash GT's info from his lawsuit, they could find Gregory's information from his lawsuits too. Yeah. So I wouldn't go around talking about, I'm gonna find your address, and everybody's an open target. So right. I wouldn't be walking around saying those things.
It's insane. It's ambiguous when it's inside of the community controlled by specific creators. Let's see here. He's the next UAG. John D likes people he can control and can't think for themselves. Seems that way. If his wife didn't get plastic surgery, good God, they would have the emergency money. Hey, the built-in life jackets, man, it's okay. I thought it was good investment.
I'm not gonna say about anything about that.
In my opinion, where it's especially becomes a problem is when it's a repeated behavioral problem. Exactly.
And it's always a repeated thing.
Right. And this is why I do what I do. And I always say I do what I do because I want the shit documented. I don't want this imagine people like me, we're out here doing this. It'll be, let's move on like usual, guys. Nothing occurred, because no one wants to take the energy, and nor should they have to document this behavior.
Absurd things like race into the equation, and
that he's running the fade clean and crisp.
I'm not. So let me just clarify for everything right now, okay?
We talking about chat. All right, Mo.
I have minority friends. I have
my favorite part.
The visible eye roll just kills me.
I have minority.
That's the worst thing you could say.
Oh yeah, I can tell you right now. And I'm gonna stand on it. I know we're not bored, but in the black community, you might as well say you're with the KKK when you say that bullshit. That's the biggest cop out comment you could ever say to a black person. And then he made sure he said minorities, because he damn well probably has no black friends.
He's trying to be careful because it's you and Dom.
Yeah,
but not careful enough not to say something stupid like that. Like, I'm not racist. My best friend's black. Right. Well, you're one of the good ones. Like,
right.
That's like the worst thing you could say.
Oh yeah.
But you didn't have the sense to not say that.
No. But apparently they weren't good enough when he was calling him what he was calling him, right?
I don't. That's not who I am. So that's why I have minority friends. I have friends that I don't. I have minority friends. I have friends that I don't. I have minority friends. I have friends that I don't.
But we accepted his apology, mister. I got set off. And you know I'm a fair guy, bro.
Yeah,
But when
and
you
we
come in
accepted his apology on
disrespecting,
our end. But
when you come in
he tried to. But
disrespecting,
yeah. KC called him out on why did you try to say this is for we're using you for views, as if this is not worthy to talk on.
bingo.
That we got a potential fucking bigot,
Bingo.
saying bigoted stuff, and online for the world to see, and then lying to me about it. But like I said, he was in the damn string. Kevin came on and explained his side, but not
That's a great point.
motherfucker. Is this Inception? Twilight Zone, Kevin?
But in that video, did you show more the one quote, or was it all of them that you showed?
I showed them all.
Okay.
I just kept this one up here because it was showing how egregious it was. But yeah, he's admitting to it because he was kind of backing, like, oh, let him talk, and I'm sure there's a side to this. Before he fucking was calling me a liar, literally.
And said,
I mean, he came on YouTube and said that those were fake accounts. This was fake. And then when I'm trying to associate evidence, he wants to, pull straws and go, well, that's not my wife's ring. That's my ex's ring. Like, I want to talk on, and that's another thing I'm gonna talk on too.
Yeah, don't let anybody forget that he said that wasn't him.
Right. Well, this one and his other account, they're both his. And then on top of that, he established that he is catfishing as his wife on Facebook. So that's really his account on Facebook, by the way. We keep saying it's Katrina's. He uses it to post on the Arcade 1-Up forums. So whenever you think you're talking to her and sexing her up, guys, you YouTubers, you've been talking to him the whole freaking time, by the way. So
yeah, and let's not don't think for 1 second that there's not people in the community that are sliding into or trying to slide into DMs.
Correct. And he's got everything on him. Because
I've been through that so many times where even to me, people that never knew who I was with somehow found, her profile and started sending requests. So that's the thing that people do, and they're bold about it and they don't care. So especially when you put your family on the internet like that, they're gonna be sending messages, trying to play the friend, waiting for you guys to argue.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Like, who gives a fuck? It's a red herring. It's Oh yeah, and then the same girl that he called I want to highlight the same girl that when he came on the show saying that he called her a whore who only has sex with men for money, but yet last I checked he had to be sued multiple times for paternity and child support. But yeah, okay. It was to denote and show that this is a valid account. Words matter. And you've addressed that you apologize and that you understand that it's not the correct verbiage or usage of the word, and you shouldn't be ever using it again, I hope.
100%. I mean, have you ever heard it on any of my streams or?
Well, when you put on another persona, like I don't know,
you gotta be honest with me.
On streams. I mean, because you would have had me believe if I didn't address this like I'm addressing it now, you would have had. I feel that you would have had me believe that this was never you. That's why I'm talking on it. That's
silence.
Look at him.
And there was that comment too on the bottom where it's like,
that's all, man.
Like he says, "Oh, us white boys can't say that." Like that is a known thing.
Exactly.
Like you don't have a pass. You don't have a pass to say that.
Yeah, and then he went around with the pass because the Mexican OTG would and they try to like bring back his reputation. And then I was told by these other tubers, "Oh, well, we saw OTG streaming with them." I'm like, since when does a Mexican give a white guy a pass on using racial words towards black kids?
Yeah, but even if somebody, let's just say whatever somebody did give you the pass, that shouldn't mean that you want to even say that in the first place.
Exactly.
Somebody could tell me. Somebody
yeah.
could tell me right now that, oh, over here you can use that word all you want. That doesn't make me want to say that.
I forgot the author's name, but he made a point on that. It's like, say, you're married, right? And your wife and her best friend are calling each other bitches, right? Like, oh, you bitch, you're a bitch. What would compel you to jump in and then call the other lady a bitch too? Even in friendly terms, like that's not your relationship. Like you don't have the motivation to do that, right? So
Right.
what's your motivation to join in? Do something that is none of your concern to join in with.
Unless it's malicious.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, then I'm calling you everything under the sun. Probably that too.
I mean, I guess if
But
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Here's a good question, and that's what I brought that up to you. It's not his account. That's not how I done.
Nope.
Or how I talk.
Nope.
You
nope.
know,
Nope.
like the whole fucking thing was a gaslight. So you're gonna make me out to be a fucking liar, and then you come on and say, "Oh, everything you said was true."
Yeah, no, we don't want you on, Danny, because you want to sit there and, dude, you was doing fine until you said who's watching. Dude, that's disrespectful. How you gonna come by and say who's watching and expect me to not get the piss fuck off about views, man?
Hey, I'll let him back. But,
About the principle. I'm standing on that.
It's about the views. It's always about the views.
Conversation closed.
Right.
Y'all heard the real. He worried
It's
about his
only the
views.
iceberg.
We're gonna see how many views you get now, Pop.
Don't.
Since we ain't to you. You not me.
Look at this shit.
That he goes in con.
Yep.
what's
right,
the point
bro.
of view that you lied?
What's the point? What's the point? You just said nobody watching this. So why the fuck you care? Why do you care, dog?
So what is the
Ain't
other point of
nobody
view?
watching.
What does the other point of view have to do with what he was saying?
It's this, because this is what I was upset with Mode about afterwards, and then these motherfuckers. I confronted one of them. One person apologized behind the scene. I'm like, yo, that's kind of cold. Like, why would you endorse this fuck boy? Like 2 days after, when we supposed to be cool, right?
Talking about she lying and bringing up the old past of Danny.
Bringing up words from 10 years ago.
Oh, that's stupid shit. Oh,
when Godly said the word on stream tonight.
shut the fuck up, bro. Just stop.
Sorry, Chauncey.
Always do.
That's why he thinks that he could say that, because other people dismiss it and they don't say anything. So then he feels like it's okay for him. How are you going to put that on Godly? Godly can say that because he's black. He could say whatever,
Right. Like, I don't like well,
the black guy said it. How come I can't say it?
Yeah.
But again, when you have when people, if he has friends that give him the okay to do that, he's gonna do that.
And the thing is, there's nobody in his life that has. He's fucking from Wisconsin, or Milwaukee, where the fuck. And I'm to believe that, dude. You say that, like, I don't even use the word. You just don't walk like you. It's a familiar. The GGA is a familiar,
Yeah, but that's the thing too, because like I'm in New York.
Don't say that shit to me.
I'm in New York City, right? And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but in New York, they give everybody that pass, right? It don't matter what color you are. And I keep telling people when you leave New York City, because a lot of people here don't go anywhere outside of the 5 boroughs. When you go to other places, they're not going to be cool with you saying that.
You ain't gonna come to the 7 cities saying that shit.
I'm not gonna. I keep telling them there's people that are like
you're gonna be on the tree somewhere.
I keep telling people it's like, but when you're in your bubble,
But you know what? And I made that point earlier today, where I was like, if you're up in New York on a block, you know what I mean? That's a whole different story. But when you it's like that movie The Warriors. When you're off your turf,
you're fresh meat,
right? But he was claiming that, who has never shit talk on Call of Duty? Bitches, is Twitter Call of Duty?
I played Call of Duty plenty of times, and I never used that word ever.
Yeah, nobody.
Now
Like,
you call somebody gay all the time because
yeah, I mean that's South Park level.
you know, your mom, but I never.
Yeah.
No, I never used a racial slur on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I called a lot of people gay though.
Right.
No more, no less. A master and an apprentice.
I asked you about the account that I showed you right now as well. And it was passed off as if that's just a troll account. Also, the gaslit about, oh, that's not my wife's ring. Okay, whatever. Sorry, I got that factoid wrong. That it's not your wife's ring, but that was used to show that is your account.
That's your account, though. You admitting that, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's my account. Yeah.
Where's the 5 fingers? Say to the face. Slap.
All right then.
All right.
Did you notice something there?
First 5 minutes, I said what's that?
Did you notice how the way he was saying yeah, like his vernacular kind of changed a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
He doesn't talk like that normally.
No, you're right, and that's what I was saying. You pay attention to his face and his demeanor. You're looking at the real Danny seething through. He's not able to keep up his persona of this bubbly, innocent guy. You know, Danny is the trash that you were reading on those Twitter posts.
Before he knew he was ever going to do YouTube, he was being himself because he didn't think he was going to be in the future doing stuff in the public eye.
Right.
And he totally forgot about that account, and he totally forgot to go back and scrub all that.
Well, right. And then, mind you, I'm having evidence that it's active still. And he still has access to it.
Well, didn't he block you on it?
Right.
On those accounts?
Bro, yeah, because let me tell you.
That weren't his accounts?
Right. And then you saw John D following one of them. Like, how is it that magically those accounts I can't see because I'm blocked from them, but then when I log into my alts, I can see them just fine.
Yeah, but you know what? But it was Jade's fault that he didn't get hired by OneUp.
Right, according to this piece of shit liar, the one like who was the one who's going around defaming who at this point, right? The first thing I expected to hear was, man, this was back in 2015. I'm a changed dude. La-di-la-di-da. Instead, I got gaslit for the world going, that's a troll account.
Well,
come on, man.
Bro. You're also understanding that I got 3 kids running around there trying to get to bed. I didn't have time to put down anything.
Oh, now he has 3 kids.
What does that have to do?
Now he has 3 kids, right? Because
not the other 2, right?
Right, because when I bring up the fact he's got 3 kids, it's like, oh, well, actually, I only got 2 kids, and basically fuck the other kid because he's out 50-50, right? Like, which is it? And then he's gonna sit here and blame his children for trolling me. This motherfucker said, prove it. He told me, oh, if you could find out who it is, I'd like to know. Bitch.
We're finishing dinner, clean the house. Like, I'm trying
Me too, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to get settled. So I messaged you saying that I wouldn't be here right now if I was hiding behind a keyboard. I'm no keyboard warrior. Like, I want to.
This is why it started. This is how I started digging way back when I didn't even discover the N-word shit. It was other people.
But isn't calling people the N-word on Twitter being a keyboard warrior?
Exactly. Like that's the irony here. I'm no keyboard warrior, and you're straight up being a keyboard warrior. But during this time frame where he's calling these kids N-words and stuff, I'm on my 3rd deployment. You know, like, loser.
Clear that up right now, and this at the end of the day is my brand, and if you're gonna speak upon me,
see, that's the sauce. You heard that? It's got nothing to do with him or whatever.
Keyboard warrior. Like, I want to clear that up right now, and this at the end of the day is my brand. And
your brand? Who gives a fuck about a brand? First off, your brand ain't shit. There's no brand. What about you as a human?
You know, it'd be messed up, Messiah, if you went like right now and freaking trademarked TheCornerCade.
You know what?
God, even I wouldn't want to own that trademark.
Well, there's a lot of
That
companies.
might be fun.
A lot of companies, they trademark things just so that other people won't use it.
You know what?
Like movie
Yeah,
titles.
like when shit, I forgot who did it. It was for some social thing when it was like during the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Like two black guys. I forgot what they trademarked, but they took it before the alt-right took it. And they're like, nope, you can't ever use it because we own it. They tried to take the same and they trademarked it. They're like, nope, we own it. That's funny. Let's see here. It's funny because more and more I hear you can get away with it up north all the way up to Toronto. Crazy.
Wow.
Well, don't want to come down here to the belt. I promise.
If you're gonna speak upon me, then you're gonna get
That's
the
what
whole
your
show
wife
right
said
now. So
earlier.
that's
Was
what I'm
that
here
you
right now.
that used your wife's account and
He
posted?
does not look happy.
We both post on that account because I don't have social media. At the end of the day, it's my brand, and if you're gonna
Point being,
account because I don't have social media. We both post on that account because I don't have social media. We both post on that account because I don't have social media. We both
If you both post on it, that means you have social media.
Right.
That is your social media.
Right. You know, I'm gonna take that 2-second clip and make it into like the longest 1 minute short. Because
he's getting mad. He was getting mad there. He's
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, keep focusing on his face. I mean, he's seething. He wants to call me everything under the sun.
He didn't even get that mad when Joe called him out on that stream.
No, because and actually, you know, we talked about it. He got the pass, you know.
And you were being more fair than Joe was on that stream.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Joel came on there and said Joel smash.
He had veins in his freaking forehead. How mad he was.
Yo, dude. He was turning to the Red Hulk.
What?
He was turning to the Red Hulk. Them veins were popping, man.
point being, dude. Listen.
When I said that word back in 2015, like
yeah, I hear that, but dude, this guy, Danny, told Mensa to stop gatekeeping him when he tried to defend your wife, bro. I seen it. He told him don't tell him what to post and that he needs to stop gatekeeping. I'm just saying.
Okay, and this is stuff that's like it's new to me, guys. So I don't
No,
go on live
it's
and like.
public. It's public though. This ain't private. This public.
Yeah, and I mean I haven't seen it and stuff. Like I said, I just came on here to address like this like Twitter. So like I'm not.
So
if
I can interrupt really quick, I just want to search for understanding here. I want to seek to understand something here and make sure that I'm interpreting what you're saying correctly. So what I want to hear and what I'm trying to understand is that regardless of what is said by anybody, so long as money is flowing into your channel,
comments,
you're okay with it. So if I come on your channel and just start, I don't know, let's just say dropping N-bombs left and right, you would be okay with that so long as it was, you know, a $1.99 and that 99 cents was going to you and YouTube was getting their 99 cents.
No, and
YouTube was getting their 99 cents.
No. If you phrase it like that, I wouldn't be okay with that. No.
Okay, so let me rephrase it then. If someone you know called your wife what you know your wife was called,
As it always helps to super chat. That way I can see it like this one right here. 49 super chat from Council Fanboy. Thank you for supporting the channel, man.
They're all fake ass bitches, and I'm calling anyone and everyone out that it's fucking fake. Just fucking miserable bitch. She doesn't even play half of the fucking games. Fuck Danny. Everything is $1,000. Should be $1,000. Fuck that whole fucking crew. Be careful around her. No, dude, I'm not gonna be careful around those fake ass, slutty ass fucking tits.
$2.50 is okay for that person to have space on your channel?
No, you're 100% right with that.
Keeps closing his eyes and looking away.
Let me offer this. I will double whatever super chat that retard sends you for you to ban.
Actually had to stop.
He left at that, though.
It was too much at the end of the day. It was too much to handle.
Oh, we got pregnant again.
Yes. And by we mean you.
I was trying to be nice.
Oh, no.
We actually had to stop.
Disrespect.
Because we had kids. It was too much at the end of the day. It was too much to handle.
Oh, we got pregnant.
He said, "What do you mean we?"
We. By
He said,
we.
"You."
Yes.
We mean you.
By we mean you.
Oh my god.
Because we had kids. It was too much at the end of the day. It was too much to handle.
Oh, we got pregnant again.
Before I get copyrighted. And then,
Oh man,
Yes. And by
he's like
we
no
mean
respect for his own wife.
It doesn't work.
Got pregnant again.
He said
Right.
you. He said you got pregnant. Like that's your problem.
yeah, you. You know, in what world do you live in where the courts have to take you to prove you're the dad when you're married?
I'll be right back. I have something to show you guys. I have to
Alright.
do this on my computer.
Okay. He is a Zohar 2.0. Absolutely. And we're starting to see this.
But you know what's gonna start happening?
Yes.
He's gonna embrace the bad guy image.
Oh, yeah. Like we said before, you know, you're never canceled. I mean, this Nimrod doesn't even realize that they weren't laughing with him, they were laughing at him. But losers like this never learn. But I can hold everyone else around him accountable. See, normally the people around him are the ones who can't handle the call outs.
But you see, that's what you got to start paying attention to now, right? Because we know what he's gonna do. Like you said, patterns and all that
Right.
stuff. It's not gonna change.
No.
We already so now you got to start looking at the circle.
Right. The circle.
And who's supporting it and who's going. It's the same thing as before, you know.
Whoever I
Who's
see co-signing this cat, you know, you're going to be 14 viewers famous because I'm talking on you.
Yeah.
By we mean you.
It doesn't work.
Nope, we got lights. Something's happening. Let's go.
Coldplay.
Your wife's the one who did it, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you're taking no responsibility for this GoFundMe, but you're putting up streams the other day with her putting together that At Games Legend pinball and then posting that video this morning of the SSF kit, which caused over 2K. You put that At Games Legend up on Marketplace for sale and take down your GoFundMe and don't ask people for money until all that stuff is gone, and then you need to ask people for money.
Yeah, so I have these arcades up for sale. So
You don't.
It's got the big buck hunter up there for three times.
Yeah.
When you go on YouTube, you open yourself up to criticism. What a lot of people really don't like is facts. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I miss Jay's live streams.
And bringing up the old past Danny.
Bringing up words from 10 years ago.
Oh, that's too good shit. Oh.
Why am I getting blamed for that? When did I ever like? Why would it be me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you didn't. And I made it more than clear it had little to do with what happened in the past, more so that he was a trolling little fucking shit to me about the whole process, lying about it. And then after the show goes around, you know, yeah, let's go, guys, to every person calling you a man and, you know, saying the N-word themselves. And
right.
It's ridiculous. It's a fuck
options. There's options. You got options before you do the last resort as a GoFundMe.
It wasn't normal. And I'm going, the guy you're giving money to has done the same exact thing that all these other guys are doing. They are promoting and buying promotions in order to inflate their subs.
It's hypocrite over
Let's
here.
fucking go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jay doesn't mess with TheCornerCade anymore. Yeah, I wonder why, Ziggy. Oh, right. This is my time. I gotta share my screen.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for this? Right, this is gonna be a collaborative effort, right? Wait, how do I do this with another window? Share screen. Well, I guess you guys are gonna see my stuff, but whatever.
I think she would have been if she had more support.
There we go. Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the iceberg.
Yep, that's right. We're gonna make an iceberg. I put some facts that are well known now, so you know the more well known stuff, and then the dark stuff people don't know about.
Oh.
So we're gonna build this together.
It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Wow.
Figured that no one's made this, and you, Messiah, are the only one qualified to finish it. So.
I appreciate it. Well, that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, there's just so much stuff that have been found and just haven't been like, you know, put on a stamp. You know.
Right. Oh, that's a good one. Oh,
So far I have Let's Go. Obviously, I made that the biggest.
Mhm.
The GoFundMe, TheCornerCade, Arcade One Up, Dubstep Super Chat Music, and then the quotes for the community, which is something he says all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
speaking of
start.
all the time.
You gotta start with the booby shorts, right? Because that was the first. That was the beginning, right?
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
see. This was the beginning.
That's where it all began.
When they thought they can get suckers to donate off of this shit.
Gosh. 100%.
And thirst trap. Well,
what else? What's the super well-known thing that the first thing that comes to mind when you hear of TheCornerCade?
Did you want me to put that thing back on screen? I think I lost it. My bad. All right, sorry about that.
On my back, I'm just on the window. I can't look at the stream.
Gotcha. It's on. It's your. We see your window. FYI.
Okay, so you see the iceberg.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Sun tanning on an apartment balcony. Hey, that's a good one to put up there.
Wait, what? Is that well known?
Yeah. So you didn't see the picture I just showed. You want to go? You want to see it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look. Okay. Let's
I'm
see.
gonna add it back.
Oh God.
That's hers.
That's where it started with the
That's how it
shorts.
started. Yeah. The thirst
Jeez,
trap.
That's really coming off strong.
Nosebleed.
Nope, not for me.
Master Roshi.
Gio's like, I'm good.
Yeah, no. That would just fall under TheCornerCade shorts, to be honest, since that's on YouTube anyway. I decided
you could put
100%
you could put catfishing as his wife on Facebook Messenger.
That feels a little more like not
bottom,
in the
right?
sky tier, yeah.
I think with the sky, you have to start with the with
Like,
Zohar super
first
chats.
thing you would see, yeah. That like
that
the
was
sky is like the first thing you would see. That's why I put the super chat music in for the community.
Oh, I see. Okay, so like we do the deep darks on the bottom, and then everything that's blatant up top.
Yes,
all right?
exactly.
So we got let's. Oh, I mean, we got the emojis portion, the stupid ass fist bump with an eye crap to the left, and the laughing emoji to the side.
Oh wait, fist bump emoji.
It's like his all sign. on all his fucking alt accounts because he's an idiot.
Okay. Yeah, fist bump emoji is pretty well known. That's like the first thing you would see if you interact with him. So that's a good point.
This is flotation device. You could grab on after the Titanic hits the iceberg. Rose help us off from this game.
Gosh.
Richard says virgins rejoice.
Only scams.
Only scams.
Oh man, that's fantastic. All right, let's see what else. What else we could put? The sky is filled. It's not. It's nowhere clear. If it was clear, there'd be more. But I can only put so much in the sky.
He had his master bedroom on full display.
That's like in the middle, yeah. Before it, that's still surface level.
Yeah.
Yeah, people didn't know that until people who are covering the topic said that it was a master bedroom.
Bald head backwards.
Well, he said that everything that we know was set on stream. So like when he was talking about taking the doors off the hinges so he could put more stuff, like that was that was his suggestion.
No, that was his wife's suggestion, guys.
Right.
According to him, right? Anytime he gets called out on something, it's his wife.
Wife blaming seems like under the ocean, kind of, because he'll always say that it was her idea.
Oh yeah.
But people don't know that it's wife blaming, so I'm gonna put that in like here.
Again, none of it's her idea. She doesn't want to do. She wants nothing to do with any of this stuff. You know, she just goes along with all of it. She likes the attention, but she doesn't want to be involved in all of this stuff.
It's Lizard, Richard Lizard, yay!
I don't think she cares about the A1 Up company and what they do behind the scenes. There's no way.
You would think so. Yeah, I agree. Good and happy the holidays are. So much.
The GoFundMe is at the bottom, right?
No, that's a Sky thing now.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
That's public. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows about that now.
Oh, it's about what's public. I thought
Yeah, it's public information.
Well, then it would all be in the sky.
Yeah, it's all out there now, bro. But so we'll have to go priority from the sky down.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what's more known and what's less known kind of thing, public wise.
Well, you would think the N-word shit would be public, but it's kind of at the bottom.
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Like
because no matter how many times Messiah talks about it or reposts a video on it or shorts, it's like
these motherfuckers selectively choose to, I don't know.
Yeah.
What to say?
That'd be like here.
I would see if you could highlight it more than that. Like we're talking like it was just more than just one word type. Like multiple.
I guess I'll put his what was it? Lil Snacks? Something like that.
In his other account, Dan let me see if I can find it.
Little Snacks. Where does that come from?
I have no idea.
Little Snacks.
I think it was 3 eyes in the snacks. I forget, but this motherfucker. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. How was it capitalized? Do I have it right?
I think it's all lowercase for the Little Snacks one. But yeah, I think you're right. It might be Little Snacks or 3 eye snack. I forgot. I believe.
Joel.
That's what he called his dick.
Little Snacks. Yeah, there's the less well-known stuff.
But what compelled you to defend him? What compels you to defend people like that, but then not people like me who have a stellar background?
You know what it is? I think people just they want to believe or see the good in everybody. You know what I mean? And so,
how come people don't see the good in me, even though I got nothing but a good resume?
The whole see no evil, because you don't have a fake persona.
Pretty much.
Gotcha.
Little Snacks and the other account, and where you said same tier because it's Twitter. Wife blaming, master bedroom arcade. I guess we could put the child thing, the stepchild thing, down
Yeah,
here. It was on one. It was on one stream. He mentioned it. Stepdad.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because
Yeah,
that
that's
wasn't
true.
really public until he said it on Nick's stream.
Oh,
Which,
then you could put I mean, if you want to get real nasty, knocked up at 16. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, Retro Liz. The whole positivity thing is a show. It's
yeah,
a show.
It's a fake show. Because once this is done, I'm getting into the thumbnail portion when I wrap it up.
Remember, he wanted to work for
Show
A1
some
Up.
redacted information. Let's see, knocked up at 16. Oh, blames his autistic kid for his N-word usage and trolling.
I mean, I think the passion, the enthusiasm,
I mean,
that's for sure real, but everything else is an act. Because when you want to be an influencer, you have to, show the companies that you're so great and stuff, so they can give you free stuff,
Right.
But then again, A1 Up is notorious for letting people use their logos and images for nasty stuff.
Well, that's how it started. Retro is that I emailed A1 Up to make sure he never got to, and then he blamed She Lion Gaming, which she was known as at the time, and then my theory is this mofo has been trying to sneak in with at games, and then do his little virtual commission with them.
Oh yeah, the Act Games thing. How well known is that exactly? The NDA thing, or if there was an NDA thing? That seems like wife blaming here, right?
I would say bottom, because that's something that we're bringing up.
How bottom?
Yeah, they're all trying to get with At Games.
I would say bottom.
You see freaking the iArcade, like letting these people run around using their logos and stuff. That didn't work out for At Games. I mean, that didn't work out for iArcade.
Oh yeah, I could figure out the kid. So on her Facebook, she says she's a mom of 5. I don't know if she's being facetious with the what do you call it? Being one of them.
Again, Retro Lizard, like once Media 1 Up takes off, or if it does, everybody's gonna jump onto that. That's gonna be the next gig.
Let's see, 10 kids. So it's 2 kids by them, 1 kid with her ex.
Yeah, I agree, Joel. I think Brian. I think
5.
Brian would deserve it.
Oh God, Kevin Clausen's comment.
Because Brian's a genuine dude,
They have 5 kids, I believe, total. So I put 5 kids now.
Look at Kevin's comment about he pinged Retro Lizard.
Let's see, he's 100% trying to get. If anyone is trying to get into it, it'll be chaotic. He deserves it. He actually is a fanboy of them.
I think I remember that, Kevin.
Yeah, he's been running around lately. I don't think it's been positive. I would like. Wasn't he defending? Is he the one who was defending?
Oh, right, defending.
Retro Lizards. Oh yeah, their mouths are open for the Media 1 Ups. Oh yeah, this is like a year ago or so. I actually never watched Travis or TheCornerCade back then.
Cancel Fanboy, is he still around? Is he still around enough to be on the iceberg or the ocean?
He's more like, I guess he's been hiding a little bit. He's around, but I mean, he doesn't.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, you can put him down. Console fanboy supporter.
Yeah. So I'm gonna jump out, guys.
All right, peace.
All right.
See ya.
But yeah, that's a good one, man. I'm gonna finish this up with those screenshots, and next show we have, let's finish it up.
Yeah, indeed. It's gonna take a while to finish this.
Hell yeah, this is good shit though.
I'll pass it to you if you need it.
Oh yeah, that's fun. All right, so the focus was this last part. I wanted to focus on this guy's behavioral pattern. Remember, I was saying, look at his face. You're looking at the anger coming out in him. And when he came on to the show, he I've been in law enforcement for quite a while, and he's kind of got like I'll slap my girlfriend in the back room kind of vibes. You know, is my opinion. So I looked into his shit, and this is what came up. And the reason why I'm showing this, you know, I keep saying, you know, we all have a past, which doesn't always need to be held against us.
Right.
But when you show a lack of remorse and repeated behavioral patterns, I think it's important for people like me to point it out to show that other folks aren't being malicious when they point out that this guy may be violent.
Yeah.
He may be compulsive. He may be a Zohar. He may be a narcissist. He may be manic. Coming on my show, denying N-word usage, calling his ex a whore, not living up to his financial responsibilities, saying, I don't say these things, I don't do these actions. Well, I asked him to explain himself then. He did a horrible job. I liked him to explain himself now.
The court issued an injunction against the respondent, directing the respondent to not engage in certain conduct. Oh my gosh.
What's up, brother? So
what's up?
Hey, finish this up here. I'm deep diving, man, and I'm covering the fact that got a little feedback from you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah. Just all you got to do is mute when you're not speaking, and then you're good to go when you speak. That this guy's got issues from why would he come on my show, call this woman a whore, and then I'm finding out the court's ordered a 4-year injunction against you, and then on top of the 4-year, they merged another 2-year to enforce the 4-year.
Yikes.
Like, you know, let me present the next redacted here. And once again, I want to show this. Let's see here. Nope, don't want to show that one. Close you. Close you. Yeah, I only made sure I have. Here we go. Let's show you. Let's see. Can I zoom in? Here we go. Okay. Harassment restraining order. Like, this is this mofo's pattern. You know, you ever see me coming on the show and saying these bad things? Oh yeah, she's just a whore. Why is it that this person's getting injunctions granted to stay away from you?
That's
like
crazy.
what were you doing? What were you saying to your baby? Is this why you don't have the other one in your life? You call, instead of saying I fucked up, I can't be around my kid. You're just gonna call her a whore as a means to dismiss your potentially abusive behavior. And let me say this, and I'll stand on this. If what I'm quoting, if you got an injunction due to courts finding out you were being abusive, then yeah, you are a piece of shit. Petition for Summers from the Women's Center responded, you know who, requesting a harassment injunction. Parties, the definition of harassment injunction, the court proceeds with the office of Mullins from the city of the police department. They sworn, they testified. They cross-examined this mofo, and because of that, they reviewed his Instagrams. This is why I don't have I don't have social media. I don't do social media. I don't have social media. Really? Yeah. Well, the court said you had social media, and the whole time you've been fucking around and finding out. And then on top of the 4-year, they issue a 2-year to merge with the 4-year to enforce it. And then let me see if I can find it, or did I? I must have bled it out, but it said domestic violence is what it said, guys. Because I know what I read. So don't fucking make me, don't sit here and go,
You said domestic violence.
It said domestic violence in it.
Damn.
And I'm gonna stand on it because I must have merged it out, but that's what it said.
Fuck.
But you know, domestic violence could be anything from throwing your property or whatever. Either way, shit talking alone does not get you an injunction for a combined of 6 years, not 6 years consecutive where it's 6 years total, but for one court case gives him 4 and then another 2 to merge with it to enforce the other 4. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit to me. I mean, what and then in this community that just defends it. Oh, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
God, or I don't care, or just
just to say you don't give a fuck you don't give a fuck about you don't give a fuck about young black kids getting called the N-word. You don't give a fuck about him being a deadbeat. You don't give a fuck about his ex being called a whore and being proven she's a victim of domestics.
Insane.
For all you other fucking YouTubes who fuck with this guy and have fucked with this guy, and you've seen the writing on the walls, and y'all didn't care. Y'all thought it was this great optics because he didn't have an unattractive wife, and that was it. That's all you guys gave a fuck about.
Yeah, and the other thing too, remember when it came to being called a retard, everybody in the community start caring, like, oh, retard, oh, disabled, mentally disabled.
Like that's supposed to be the red line, like retard, really?
But
seriously,
being called an NIGGA don't mean shit,
right? And like I said, this wasn't just 2 other adults; these were 2 kids.
Yep.
And he admits it. These were 14-year-old kids who were trolling me. They made a fake account against me. What?
And I bet those
he's blaming the victims, just like he blamed the victim who was his ex. That's why he got pissy about the ring that I showed. This victim is 9 years his lesser.
Yo.
Okay. He's sitting here saying he's a child at 28 and she's 9 years younger. What's that make her to him? Like in his ethics.
Like,
come on, man.
Oh, 19. I was wrong.
Yeah. I mean, she's an adult. I'm not, but my ethical point, I mean, that's when he knocked her up. Who knows how long they've been dating? But either way, my point is, if you're claiming you're an adolescent and you're a child at 28 years old, which he did on the stream, what does that make the woman you're having sex with. Like, I thought, you know, where's your ethics?
He's 29 when he did this.
Yeah.
That is cool to talk like that.
You know, he's man enough to bully children on the internet, and apparently he's doing this to the mother of his child.
Get them while they're young and manipulate them.
Right.
Yep. Been there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably lost a lot of those Call of Duty matches. She said, "Hey, look, it's just a game," and then whooped her ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Probably. Fucking wacky.
I'm not saying that's what happened, but
no.
I've seen
These are
weird
all
shit.
opinions. And so when you try to play this game of you're defaming me, this is my opinion. I'm not saying none of this is true. I'll let the audience decide if it's true. I could tell y'all how to look for it. Just go to Wisconsin. Just type in Wisconsin court cases.gov. Go to the site, type in his public last name, and you'll see it all. It's too easy.
Yep.
And that I can legally say what to do. And this rest of the shit's redacted. So whatever. So I don't support any harassment that apparently he's been injuncted against. We don't do that. But what I can and I'm allowed to do is show freedom of information and show what I'm showing.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to sit here and what do you call it? Interpret. I know what I'm reading. 2 this is 2 on top of 4.
Yeah, this gaming community, however slow or mentally challenged it is, they go after UAG, they lambast them, they kick him out of the community. Then they file a lawsuit against Arcade 1-Up because of the contest over a fucking toy cabinet, and go after this guy. Oh, this guy needs to be out of here. John D's associated with this guy fucking people's wives and stuff like that. You know how long we sat on that? Not us per se, but the community. How in an uproar they were, and then watch. I'm telling you, bro. Like in a month or so, I'll give it Valentine's Day. This guy's gonna be clear from all of the wrongdoing, from all of this fucking scamming.
He will be clear. Maybe sooner. That's just how the community is.
You guys know for a fact he got off stream and threw a fit with his wife that day. You know, that's if he wasn't the one who posted the damn GoFundMe. He uses her account for everything.
Oh, hey, Retro Bro. Watch the stream. On the TheCornerCade. He did a TheCornerCade stream too.
He is a goof person, Biggie. It's fucking
good.
The Retro Bro, yo, some wild shit in this community. Been watching from the outside. Yeah, man. These people are crazy.
Right.
Are you talking about 2 mods in a chat the other day?
Oh, in the Arcades Anonymous Discord, I assume.
His
He's always
new
active
name
there.
is Arcade Jesus Building the TheCornerCade, right? Fuck, man. Like, what more do you need? You got, I'm just a stepdaddy. I don't need it. So stop talking about the third kid because the third kid don't count. The third kid's autistic. So blame him for me trolling you. Oh, at the end of the day, guys, I was 28 years old. I was just a kid when I was calling 14-year-old children the N-word on Call of Duty, but not just on Call of Duty. I was writing it on Twitter and tagging them for their parents and the world to see.
oh yeah, by the way, a couple years later, it looks like I got 4 years injunction against my baby mama, who I came on Messiah's stream and called a whore. Oh, and on top of that 4 years, they injuncted me for another 2 years to merge with the 4 years from once for because she's still fearing for her life. And the cops were interviewed and testified and reviewed my Instagram, and the court upheld it because I'm violent. CornerCade, man. I just showed it. Here, I'll show it again.
Ritual Dello, yeah, I'm autistic too, and I know what's right and wrong. You know, it's not as hard as people make it out to be. I hate that they do that.
Oh yeah, I agree. And look, we know my social stance is that's not how I get down. The whole reason I'm speaking this way is because this is the audacity of this fucker saying this shit, and no one's holding him accountable for talking about his own children this way and blaming his children for his actions. Well, not his children, apparently. He's just a stepdaddy.
Yeah.
Like, who says that when you're married? Last I checked, when you marry a woman, like, doesn't matter how many kids she has and with whom, they're your children now.
Yep. Forever and ever.
If you didn't sign up for that, man, you are not a husband at all. Last I checked, if you don't pay your child support, that's the legal definition of a deadbeat.
Yep.
If you're not working, how are you paying for your child support? Because she is not allowed to pay for it. You're a deadbeat at this point. You're admitting you're a deadbeat. There is nothing stopping from both of you making more money to benefit your children. If you were working, there was no reason for you to stop working. You're literally saying, by me not working, I'm bringing home enough, or she's bringing home enough to support myself not working no more. That's what men stop working when they have enough retirement to bring in. So then the wife can work and be happy, and then add on to the top of that. Yeah. I mean, they got a whole laundry list. I just ain't listed. They already established what they are. I would love it to house income, This doesn't make sense.
Nope.
He's supposed to have the education / degree in this, and he claims he was an operations manager, which means he's a supervisor of the supervisors. And he's going to sit there and say that he was making less than $35,000 a year. Fucking A, dude. Who buys this shit? And then what's so sick about all this is we're doing all these streams, and in about 3 weeks, these same tubers are going to be like, oh yeah, Danny, Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna get together for sure.
Oh yeah, calling it now. And then you got just these. Oh man, I don't know what. It's like, why does the gaming community or this side of this gaming community have to be the bottom of the barrel? Why can't you guys, no matter your political backgrounds or your leanings or your race or denomination, can't be civil and centrist enough to know right from fucking wrong? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? It's like, because what I've noticed is the ones that defend this shit, I don't give a fuck if the shoe fits. I want you to be offended if the shoe fits.
If you defend this shit, to me that means that you have the same skeletons that you're just trying to justify. Because this shit's wrong. You got no business defending none of this shit. Shame on y'all.
The cult. The corner cult, like Jade says.
Straight up cult. Fair enough. If he didn't involve his drama, like I said, man, like you don't have to tell the world your shit, right? You don't have to tell me that your wife. My wife didn't have a childhood, guys. She got fucked up 16 years old. Like you're literally calling her a slut, dude. Like you're slut shaming your own fucking wife. Oh, by me or by we mean you with the pregnancy. Like what the fuck? No woman should have to fear for her life to the point where you got an injunction against you, man, for 4+ years. The fuck is that? If you got an injunction against you, it's because of domestic violence.
Yep.
And then he shows his ass. He shows it. Like when Joel came on, he wanted to get abusive with Joel, and then he realized, oh shit, I can't do that. So as soon as he left, he showed his tendencies. Yeah, man, fuck that guy. I don't even know who he was,
God.
What did he say? Trolling. Joe says, Retro, on the video game side, there aren't weekly shows talking about nothing.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't go live 3 weeks. Metal Jesus doesn't even go live. He obviously doesn't value his wife, though. Oh, clearly doesn't. If he's gonna put it out there, it's fair game. Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing that pisses me off. Don't think you can. We all know wife and children are off limits, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna bring them up as a shield in a debate or a conversation, you just made them cannon fodder. Like you don't bring them up, but you don't bring them up thinking, that you can just throw them up like a shield and go, I'm safe now. I invoke Jesus. I invoke God. I invoke my kids. No, you can't touch me.
My God.
At that point, it's fuck you and your kids. I'm a drama stream. What are you going to do? Cancel me? Oh, all 16 of you? You're going to stop watching me? Fuck out of here. It's ironic that he can show so much restraint against people live on YouTube, but he clearly redirects that energy elsewhere. Exactly. And the court said the same thing. That dude throwing his wife under the bus when Retro Lizard put his feet to the fire was just sad. Oh, yeah, it was sick, man. And I'm glad it was Retro, because if it was me or Dom, I have this is my personal feeling. I could have came on live and said the exact same words. Rexer would either not say anything about it or they would all condemn me. Bet you fucking money. They wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, even though I don't like Messiah, he did a great job. No. It's, well, why would you say that? That's mean. I'm not taking anything away Retro Lizard did. He did great. I'm just being real. And he knows I'm being real about it too. That this community doesn't give a fuck about the message. They care only about the messenger. They're biased towards the messenger.
Yep.
If you're going to blame her, you're throwing your own wife under the bus to save face, which is sick. That was making me so mad when he kept saying his wife. Every fucking thing. Oh, my wife. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Who does that? Your wife? In a gendered relationship like a husband and wife, 9 out of 10, the wife is looking towards the man for support. It's classic. It's the same. It's the setup. You don't usually find it opposite. and this woman bared your children, and I'm confused. Like, oh, she got out there and found a better job. My wife hasn't worked in 4 or 5 years since she's been knocked up, and somehow she found a better job than me, the guy with the background degree and working several years as an operations manager. I'm confused.
Yeah.
How does she gets to make more as the Dollar General manager than the guy who's been at the Best Buy as an operation manager for several years? Doesn't your salary go up every fucking year? Some way, somehow? Your salary. Liar. Manipulators and narcissists always throw somebody to the lions to be fed. Exactly.
Yep.
Didn't look like he wanted another kid with her from his reaction. You would think with a child he doesn't take care of, he would just get a vasectomy by now. That's one thing he can use that money on. That will save him more. But instead, he's going to blame her. He's going to slut shame her for having, biology. How do you have a degree in business and make $35K? Exactly. That doesn't make sense.
Nope.
With the degree alone, you're getting bumped minimum to 45. And that's if you're like freaking 19. First time. At his age, no way, man. There's no way this fucker didn't. And the thing is, I'm only talking on red herrings. None of this is probably true.
Man, they're paying McDonald's managers here in Maryland $60,000.
That's what I'm saying. But see, they're just the manager. Like, he was an operations manager. He was managing over those people.
Wow.
He just it don't make no sense. A business degree, mid-30s. I think someone he should, bam, exactly how much I said he was making. And then in that stream, there's people out there that saying I'm making more than 70,000. That's just crazy. I think you're crazy. Liar. Like, let me see if I can find this shit.
Wait, what type of manager was he claiming to be?
Operations. Here, let me pull up this video again. Let's see here. How do I trying to go my history, huh? I'm trying to type this in reality bites. TV. There she is. Videos. Show them. StreamYard. Oh, nope. Pulling it up right now. Presenting it.
Away.
Yeah.
He's my stepchild, so he spends
you hear that?
50-50. So we only see him like a
Yeah.
All right. Let me,
of course, man.
Let's scroll to it.
It's common sense. I mean, the reason why my wife, is working now is because, like I said, she can make a lot more than I
here
can
we are.
based off her resume, and now we have the opportunity to. Yeah, and
What resume? Remember when he came onto the show and he said, "My wife can't work."
Yeah.
She's injured. She's hurt.
And I take full responsibility for that, 100%.
Now,
for anybody too that's like mixing this all up,
let me go back here.
is
So somehow, remember when Toxin was like, I don't think she would ever involve herself into this one-up drama.
Mm.
And it's interesting how she's posting about Nicole in that 0.001 second clip as her on her professional I can't even pronounce this goddamn thing because I never read it when I say it, the LinkedIn accounts. This is hers. On the screenshots I have, it says she's a Best Buy manager. No, I'm sorry, Dollar General manager.
Right.
But here she is in the drama feeds adding Arcade 1-Up. Now, is that her or is that Danny?
I don't. Yeah. Man, I have a good mind just to hit up Nicole, have her on the show, like get her side of everything on this, because like it would be very interesting to hear what she's saying. She's been quiet. You don't even see her on those lackluster commercials.
Right. Well, what's also interesting is that this account here and Danny's account they removed. Now, why would you need to hide your professional account?
Yeah.
Is it because maybe, my opinion, none of it's real?
It's working now is because, like I said, she can make a lot more than I can just based off her resume, and now we have the opportunity to
And once again, her resume is shit compared to his.
And I take full responsibility for that, 100%. For anybody too that's like mixing this all up, and people are insane. They think I'm making 70 to 100,000 at best.
Now, where was that comment at? It was my boy here, Retro. He was saying the same shit, right? Bam. Kind of matches up, right?
Best Buy, I was making 35 after taxes. Okay, so I don't know where that notion's coming from, and that's barely enough to raise a family of 4, let alone.
This mofo is saying that he's making under the poverty.
You're a product manager for Best Buy, and you're making what? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah. You mean you don't have a union to fight for your pay? Like there, if the margin or just the fucking the average is 72 alone,
right?
Come on, bro. He's got to come on.
He's lying. It's through his fucking teeth is what he's doing. Oh, and then look at the years here. Sales consultant for Honda City. Look at the years. Right? To May 2019, right? Then he says he works for IKEA. Look at the years. Do you see a little something that's a little off? Full time, both.
Yeah, no, that's.
Do you see something that's not technically possible physically?
Yeah, nope, not possible.
Do you see there? It's not. I'm not trying to trick you. I'll bring it out if you can't see it.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh, my bad. For Prince too, but yeah, they're overlapping times, man. He's working full time at 2 jobs at the same time. Not possible. I mean, he's literally working. He's saying he's working 24/7. Like you're a sales consultant at Honda City. You got to work during the day, right? So you're getting up at 6 in the morning or less, and going home at 5 o'clock in the afternoon or some shit minimum. Same thing with IKEA. So you're telling me full time, both at the same time? Come on now. Yes, he could do definitely part time. But full. And most jobs won't even allow you to do another full time. It'll be against their policy.
Yep.
You need permission. They won't let you have because of loyalty. They need your commitment.
Yep.
Yeah, they need to see that you're a functional human being
Right.
and not pass out the wheel or any nonsense like that. Yeah.
I say there's more likelihood that this guy got fired than quit. Oh, it's you motherfucker. Hey, Tweak. Tell Slotham about this shit, man. I would like to see his take on this stuff. I got some videos to show him on this shit, and this is something he can touch. And he won't be scared to. My Amico bat signal went out. Good to see you. Joel said he's lying. Exactly. Straight lying. So he can have a better job position, he's not qualified to take on. Jumping straight to operations manager, you lying sack of shit. Can you really see Danny running a Best Buy? Not at this point.
Nope. No way.
Not at this point. I'm supposed to believe he's controlling all that paperwork and everything else while being irresponsible like this, and then he's running the show at a Best Buy to keep him in profit. There ain't no way, man. Remember when he was trying to get hired at A1? Is it exactly like who leaves their full-time salary position to go work for a defunct arcade company? Yeah, I remember when he tried. That's why I involved myself in emailing the company. It's like Cyrus saying he got all those licenses. Exactly. Exactly.
On a family of 5. So this means like I want this thing out of here because he ended up ordering a 4KP that had it pre-installed. Well, he had no use for it.
But yeah, I think I covered enough for today because I'm going away in no time soon. You're the gift that keeps on giving. I'm gonna keep highlighting this shit. See, now that I highlighted those injunctions, I'm gonna start off the show next time with it and go on more about other shit. I'm gonna keep talking to the cows go home. I'm not letting this shit go. I think the problem with 1UP is the company itself got too involved with the community.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll let you guys say your final words. I'm gonna keep it so I had everybody's attention because normally these things will go about 5 hours. But I'm gonna keep it short because I want people to be able to see that what I highlighted and what the stream was about.
I guess.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to finish the iceberg maybe next stream or the after.
We'll spend some time on it. Yeah, I like it. The iceberg is fun. We'll idle stream and work on the iceberg. What about you? Excuse me.
Yeah, I just want to say to the community and just people listening out there, just do right by your people out here, man. Like, I know it's a business, it's YouTube content creating and stuff like that, but all of that shit ain't worth losing your friendship or the people around you because one day you're going to need somebody. So by the end of this year, I expect people just to, if you don't fuck with people, just don't fuck with them, don't say nothing to them, or just make amends, apologize, fix the shit. Because all of this for cheap toys or for a company that's probably not going to last into next year because other things are coming out into 2025. This shit is not worth it.
Nope.
Exactly. And for exactly like my man said, for those watching, I hope you realize who your friends were or are, and especially people that I considered family, to do better. So yeah, with that, sayonara and see y'all till the next one.
The reach in underground show, let's go down, thunder pounds when we hit the sound. Like a trending tag, you can't stop the swag. Who wants some? Better come prepared. I'll be there, and when we air, bet blackout be a household name. Claim we broke the chain, sitting in a hot seat, pushing back in a black tee, ain't cutting no slack. This'll be the year that we drop them facts. 2024, anything goes. Speak your truth, just know the code. Consequences given for living, the fence is too high. Ain't trying to fail. Get a plan, make it top shelf. Look at what came in the mail. A deal and some brand new gear. Blackout crew, and we set for years. Stack of comments with no fears. Truth for liars, truth for saints. Make a crowd wanna chat for days. Get back home, things explode. Well, not really. We've been on that road before you tuned in. Now it's all in place. Thoughts at 1,000 miles per pace. Hello, network. Let your mind breathe. Believe there's always more. Pull up. You can't stop the swag. Who wants some better? Come prepared. I'll be there, and when we air, that blackout will be a household name. Claim we broke the chain, sit in a hot seat, push it back. In a black tee, ain't cut no slack.